So this evening we are going to plant some of our herbs and our chilies. They need propagating, so we've got our propagator here that are ready for these chilies. We've also got red jalapenos, whatever they are, oregano, ornamental cabbage, not sure we'll be planting that today, parsley, mint, coriander, garlic chives and basil. So we can get some wildlife on. Some sparrows in that tree. Okay, there's small birds in the tree, unknown variety. Yes, very nice. So, where do we start?
If you look to me and be like, what's your instructions?
I don't know. Put some soil in the propagator probably. Right, so we're deciding what we're going to plant this evening. Say hi to Gemma.
We're already ringing the parents.
Already ringing the parents. If you were wondering, yes, Gemma is wearing her new pyjamas that she got today.
You're on Tom's vlog, so say hi to the fans.
Hello, everybody. welcome to Red Brain. Sunny day.
It's quite good behind the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm being cameraed.
You're in the vlog.
Jammers.
So,
I'm on a vlog.
mint.
Yeah.
I would like my mint to end up growing out of this big pot.
Matching. So, we're going to plant our mint in this pot because you want to keep mint contained, otherwise it will go everywhere apparently. So, we're going to plant our mint in a big pot and then maybe bury the pot or something. The pot is huge, so I'm going to use some muck from our what will be a potato patch to half fill, or maybe a little bit more than half fill this, and then we'll top the rest up with some fertilizer from the shop. But fertilizer is expensive. Not fertilizer. What's that stuff called?
Compost.
Compost.
Yeah, we can't afford lots of compost. So
Top the rest up with compost. But yeah, compost is expensive, so we'll just do the top layer.
Babe, there's 1,250 seeds in here.
It's a lot of seeds. That's a
Where
lot of
are
oreganos.
they? It's mint.
Well, it's a lot of mints.
A lot of mojitos.
It's a lot of mojitos. I think what we probably could have done is put some rocks in the bottom of this as well to aid in one, drainage, and also to less need for the soil. So we've decided that our plant's going to go in this corner. We're going to give it a bit of water because the soil is very dry. We haven't had rain for what feels like a long time now. It is going to rain on Saturday though, which I think our garden will be very thankful for.
To make flattery, minty new potatoes with our new potatoes.
Forgot new potatoes?
No.
Oh. There we go.
Did you know daddy longlegs are the most poisonous creature on the planet?
Are they?
Something like
Are
that.
you sure it's not in the United Kingdom?
Maybe.
And just no way of implementing their venom. Mint babies.
If this produces mint, I'm going to be well impressed.
What's it gonna? Of course, it's gonna produce mint. The mint seeds.
Yeah, but
Look at these tiny little things.
they're like tiny poppy seeds.
They do look a bit like poppy seeds. So, fine layer of compost back over the top of that now, and then in 2 weeks to a month.
But it's like pressed.
Cover the seeds.
Wherever they might be.
Let me see. Firm gently.
And then a little bit of water, maybe. Why not?
More water. So that marks our first proper planting, because everything else we bought was a bit of a cheat. We were a bit late to getting the garden on the go, so we bought a few bits and bobs that were already seeded and growing. We did buy these We bought lettuce pre-planted. Realistically they were more like this size and they've grown to this in just a couple of days, maybe a week or so. So they're doing really well in the greenhouse. They get a lot of sun here. Same with these ones, they were quite small when we first got them. The spring onions are probably almost double the size already.
Yeah,
They're doing really well. And the apart from this guy and this guy, the sweet peas are doing really well as well. Most of them were probably about this size to start with, to be honest. And now you can see this one's really taken off. Right, so mint down, number 1 down. What are we doing next?
We need a pen
We need a pen. Why do we need a pen?
to write on our species.
Tell us what you're doing.
Currently growing some sunflowers.
Planting. Or growing.
Bit of both. You have to put 2 in the same hole, and the hole needs to be 1.5 centimetres deep. Which is
That's measured with
feeling.
feeling. 2 little tiny seeds.
But then what you do, you get rid of the weak plant.
Oh, so 2 growing.
Yeah.
Then you murder the runt. Leave the dead flower heads to attract and help feed the wild birds in autumn. Some top tip. Terry.
Why don't we have a label in each and name them?
You want to name each
It
sunflower?
could be like Steve the sunflower.
Steve the sunflower.
Yeah. No. Or
No.
you just want the sunflower.
We can have Steve the sunflower. So, our second successful sow of the season are some sunflowers. And we've named them Steve the sunflower. All of them. All 3 of them. Steve 1, 2 and 3. So, next on the agenda this evening are these little guys, which are the chilies, which we handily have pictures of here to show you. Now we choose, that's Naga and chocolate, jalapeno and chili Thai, which you can make sweet chili out of that one.
That'd be fun.
And that's cayenne pepper and habanero, so they're spicy ones. The Naga's actually the hottest though, I think. Which ones do you fancy? The glasses are off now. Business.
I'm like, do we go all out with the Naga?
All out with the Naga? 1
1
million Scovilles.
Scoville.
Just gonna go with lumping this on top and then spreading it out, I think. Right, so we have filled our propagator nicely with some compost, and now we're going to plant our chili seeds. We're going to plant these ones. We're going to do where have they gone? Can't remember. We're going to do these ones. We're going to do Naga chili. We're going to do Thai chili and jalapenos. So we're going to do 3 different types. We're going to plant all of the seeds in here. So these are planted 1/2 centimetre deep. So I'm just going to make little 1/2 centimetre-ish holes. And just like that, we have 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 5, 40 little holes to fill with our jalapeno seeds, which I think will, there's like 27 in this packet, so that's going to fill.
That's 12.
There's 12. Ooh, that's good. So we'll start off with these.
Where do we start?
Oh, next one.
Yeah.
Yep. So now, very, very easy to decide what's what.
Nice.
And that's going to go in this little house here. This is the original box that it came with to plant your chilies in. Considering how much space we've just taken, we'll probably fit 6 in there maybe. That's suppose normal people probably wouldn't want that many chili peppers. Stick this in here. Give it a water.
Ooh.
So these are the two final crops that we're going to sow this evening. We're doing the indoor sowing because we're in a greenhouse. We're going to sow them in these trays here. We've got Gemma here filling one of the trays, the first one. What are we going to put in this one?
Basil.
Basil. What are you planting your dressing? Well, my dressing gown actually.
State of this.
This is so this time we are watering before we sow, because I did it opposite way round for the chilies and that might have been wrong. So for this one we're doing the basil, which if anybody is interested, this is the whatever its name is, botanical name maybe. I'm just going to focus, there we go.
Basilicum. Basilicum.
Which is sweet basil.
Ocimum basilicum.
Which looks like basil to me. Spread these seeds thinly over the top of this large tray. These are more poppy-esque seeds. Cover these back up with some of this compost. Oh, these ones are fast. So if you didn't hear that, the seedlings are going to appear after a week for this one, which is exciting. You don't have to wait for a long time. And pat the thin layer down. Happy seeds, maybe. So, going to plant the garlic chives in this one. So same thing again, just make a layer of compost. I got it right this time, not whatever I was calling it before, fertilizer. A layer of compost, and I'm going to water it, and then sprinkle some chive seeds over the top, cover it up, and hopefully in however many days it takes for these to propagate, we'll see some soon. Try and get into this packet, not very successfully. Not very good at opening seed packets is what I've learned in this experience. It says sowing indoors and then putting a propagator lid on, so I assume that in the greenhouse it still needs one, but I might do some research this evening and find out, and if it doesn't need a propagator lid I'll take it off tomorrow so that we don't kill our plants.
What are you smelling them?
Well, I just didn't know whether it would be garlicky.
Oh, are they?
No, they look like little chocolate buttons though. Well, maybe not chocolate buttons. Cool. So, will this fit is the real question, without me crushing all of the other plants. Yes, perfect. Look at that. 2 trays of basil and garlic chives done. Greenhouse is starting to look quite full. I don't know. I just quite like that. It just looks nice, doesn't it? All your plants on a table in a glass house. Something about it. Then your lettuces over here. That is a perfect fit, almost. I think it will do. Oh God, killing the other plants. Sorry. Perfect fit for now. Over the top of our new plants. I've just realised that this glass should also fit very nicely over this. Probably better than that plastic lid, and certainly look nicer. So, we just almost like Christmas taking it out of this stuff. Oh, that's very dangerous. I think it's very thin, but it does fit a little bit better, and definitely looks nicer. Although that looks like the sort of thing that could catch your shell. catch your shin on and it'd be quite painful. I think we'll just have to be careful, maybe we'll push it all the way that way. There we go. Mini greenhouse in a big greenhouse. And that is our first day of sowing. So thank you for joining us, hopefully you enjoyed. Probably didn't learn anything yet. We don't really know what we're doing, but we're just gonna give it a go. Gemma's parents love gardening and so do mine, so we're just gonna lean on them for some tips that we can share with you along the way. And yeah, keep following to see how these guys do. Hopefully in not too long we'll be eating them. We've got plenty more stuff coming. We've got some stuff coming in the post that we can plant. So yeah, we'll get those in soon and see how it goes. Anyway, thank you for watching. Join us in the next one, and yeah, I'll do some more gardening videos in future, so I'll keep you posted. Burgers! Time for burgers, I think.